friends. It's no accident that you are hearing this today. Let me tell you a story about a man who lived through impossible situations that sound almost miraculous. His name was George Müller. He was a man who did unthinkable things with nothing, and when he was young, he was not some spiritual giant. He was not disciplined. He was not holy. And actually, he said he was a liar, a thief, a selfish kid who only cared about himself. He said he wasted his life away until everything collapsed around him. He said he only called upon God after reaching such emptiness that he realized nothing else could fill him. Years later, George Müller said he felt called to do something radical, to care for orphans. Back then in the 1800s, many people looked down on orphans. Some even treated these hundreds of children like rats or worthless trash, as if they had no value and no hope. But not George Müller. He felt led to feed them, clothe them, house them without any money and without asking anyone for a single penny. No fundraising, no letters, no begging, just prayer and faith. And if he had faith that if God called him, God would provide. And here's the part that gets me every time. He said there were days, many days, when the cupboards were completely bare. There were mornings when children sat at the tables with completely empty plates, no food in sight, not a crumb. And yet he would sit down with them and he would pray, "Let us thank God for the meal that he will provide." And then there came a knock at the door, a baker who said they felt strangely pressed to bake bread all night, a milkman whose cart just happened to break down right outside the orphanage, so they had to use up the milk and drink it. Provision arriving at the very last second. By the end of his life, he had cared for more than 10,000 orphans, and not once did he ask anyone for anything, just God through prayer, and he always had faith that God would provide. Maybe you feel like Mueller's table, empty, waiting, wondering how you're supposed to get through this week, through this bill, through this heartbreak, through this holiday, through this season. But here's the truth that George Müller discovered over and over again. Just because you feel empty does not mean God is. You might be standing in a moment that looks completely impossible, but you are not standing alone. The same God who filled those tables knows exactly how to take care of you. Thank you so much for listening. Please like, share, and subscribe. It helps so much, and I truly appreciate it. And if you share it, it'll be no accident that someone else sees it. Thank you so much. Take care, and God bless. Bye-bye.